This is such a unique looking truck though. Like, I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
What made you want to do that?
Because when the first time we took it to Dale, because it's got like a really high polished stainless bar on it,
Yeah.
I said, oh, let's just put this cover on it. And then I went, that looks pretty cool. I said, oh, let's do the air cleaners.
Yeah.
And then I was like, let's do under the guards, and then the tank
even
ends.
underneath is done.
Yes. So I was like, and then just, because I'm fortunate enough to have a workshop with all my race car guys in there, so there's 4 full-time guys who just look after my, I've got a car collection and a truck collection and boats. I've got all the bad habits that you possibly could have. And so the guys, I just go back to work and go, I've got a good idea, let's do this or let's do that. And then they go, right, let's go. And this guy is like a real old-fashioned trimmer. So the trimmers today, the modern day trimmers, will just go, oh mate, nah, it's a bit too hard or whatever. This guy goes, yeah, what a grouse idea, and he goes into it. Yeah. And so this is all just clipped on. You don't even screw it on or clip it on or anything like the whole lot of this Velcro.
So did you think?
So you can just pull it off, like you want to clean it or you want to have the chrome look or whatever, then we just...
So you can change the look of the truck like that.
Yeah.
How good. Did
and
you actually take it off?
I never do.
Yeah, so you probably got it like, oh, we'll just do it for Darwin, and then it's like...
That's what I did it for. That's originally what I did it for, and then it's just like, you can just clip the road train sign on there for the, the once a year when we...
I like this as well. Just a little...
That's a Kloss thing. Just about every Kloss, you ever look at any of Kloss's Legends or 908s, they all pretty much come out of there. And so what was funny is when I bought this off Kenworth, I said, like, I don't want headlights, I don't want anything, I'm just going to cut this thing up. Don't even need tanks, because we made our own tanks, cut everything off the chassis.
Oh, wow.
And then started again, because the hardest part to do on this truck is to run pipes under the chassis of a 90, because they normally come out here, so the exhaust normally comes here and goes up there. So to get that out of there is massive, so you've got to take out all the muffler system, change all the batteries, change all the air tanks, and like all the air tanks are in under here now. So to get everything off the chassis, and then you have to work out what your tank lengths are. So we've got like an AdBlue and a normal diesel tank, and so we made the tanks to get the right length, and then wrapped them and then painted them. Everything has to start and finish like on that tank, even though you can't see it, that tank has to line up with that one, has to line up with that one.
Attention to detail.
Yeah, and then like the front axle, so I was like, when it first came out of Kenworth, I said, oh, how do we get it lower? So we changed the spindle to car carriers, run a lower profile on the front spindle for it to be legal, because I wanted to airbag it.
Oh.
And airbags are illegal on steers in trucks in Australia, but they do it in the States all the time, so I couldn't airbag it. Yeah. So then we changed the spindle so we could get that lower look, and then lower profiles, and they're going to change the diff ratios. So all that kind of, that small stuff is a lot. And then this is all, it's funny with Kenworth. So Kenworths are a truck, right? So that's all handmade, because when you look at a Kenworth, which is held together with rivets, then obviously there gets warps in it. So that's all hand folded and hand beaten to get that profile. Because we wanted the thing to look squatted, like when you squat a hot rod, then that's what you do. So I don't know if I'd do it again. It was pretty cool because it was such a, these were stainless guards, got them in from America, but they had that kind of profile like this on them. Yeah. So we cut the profile off, turned the guards around and put them back on that way. All those little things about even getting those bands to match and be the right spacings is pretty...
I love that you have made this look like one tank, but it's actually AdBlue and diesel.
Yeah, you don't, yeah. So the AdBlue's up in here in the front tank, but...
Yeah, and a good idea to have them locked.
Yeah, I do. Well, and I don't have them on, but I'll always check. But we always lock the trailers too. Yeah. Because some people get a bit envious and will unhook a turntable.
My boss actually said that to me. He's like, make sure you check the pin every day.
Yeah. And then just with this low profile stuff, just opening up the drive and then just putting on the chrome and then just go, oh, that needs we need to fill that in. So in the fibre that we're building, it's got Primax suspension on it and slipper front springs. Okay. So it's obviously a different kind of truck, but we made this truck like a sports truck. So it's got no scrolls, no nothing. It's just really kind of minimalistic but tough looking. Yeah, it is. And low. And so the 5.0 will be fully scrolled and look like a proper Outback truck. And I have effluent, to use the right word, effluent sliders on it and rubber guards and the holes in the guards.
I have on mine kind of like the rubber guards.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I said I just want to put chrome springs on it, so when you look at it, go, looks like a full road train. We take them off in the dirt occasionally, but it won't, it's because I want it to be so significantly different to this, and then...
Yeah. And then next to each other, it's the very different. Is it going to still be chromed, or is it going to be powder coated?
No, so the bar's obviously polished alloy, but I'm going to paint the tank so it matches this, but it'll be fully scrolled.
Yeah.
And then like, I want to put mud flaps underneath the tanks, on the way down. And the cross boys go, no, we can't do mud flaps under there. So they let me go to a certain extent with how they like it, and then I take it back to my workshop. So with all these melon lights and all the melon lights that are underneath that put all that star effect under there.
That so much.
So we did all that in my workshop. So I have fabricators and guys who can do stuff because we can build race cars. But we're better to not fill my workshop with truck stuff. Give it to Kloss, give it to all the boys, who know what they're doing, and then we just go and do some naughty stuff that they don't want to do.
Boys that work for you must love it because they can actually be creative.
Yeah, they do.
And, do something different.
There've got to be particular guys to do that, because if they're just purist race car guys, they don't really want to work on a truck or a boat or a motorbike. So I'm just about to complete building an A-trailer, which is effectively, it's a flat deck A-trailer with a massive arm underneath it. So if I want to go to a truck show and I want to take 30% through a 73W model, like a big Cam 350W model, and that will kind of be the same theme as this, but a real hot rodded, like lowered truck, like you'd see in the States. And then I got my Legend now, and then I got a 5 and I got this go. How could I take them all to the Kenworth Classic? So this trailer, this A-trailer, you just disconnect it, it lowers right down the front. You can drive anything onto the front of it, and then it lifts itself back up. You can't do it like with traditional, with legs to get them to come right down. So it's almost like a tilt tray, effectively, that it goes all the way to the ground. Then you can just drive whatever you want on it, pick itself back up, back under it. So on here, for instance, could sit a prime mover on the back of this, take the exhaust off so we're not over height. And then I can take that, and then I've got a fee step deck or whatever, so I can put a couple of prime movers on there. So, but the Kenworth Classic, we can take the 5.0, just pull the tops off the pipes, take this, then we can take like 3 trucks plus the truck tow on it. It'll be a pretty cool thing to do. So these trailers are 10 years old now.
Oh wow, they look like they're brand new.
Yeah, so when we had to finish that truck to get the line right, and then we painted the top parts of the trailers because they were all white before.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But when we kind of go away, and we go to tracks and we need to wash our trucks, and so we can't find a truck wash. Then we carry like 2,000 litres of water, and these are all 30-metre pull-outs, like you use in mining. So mining use some of this stuff. So we have everything from an ice maker to 2,000 litres of fresh. You've got to think of it, we need a whole workshop, and we need somewhere that we can kind of stay and hang out with, because we're at the races. We've been here for 5-6 days now.
Yeah, right.
And you can hang out in the pits, but I like to hang out in the truck, so that's pretty cool.
Also, yesterday was so hot as well. You want to be somewhere that's comfortable.
Bloody oath.
Yeah.
So we need gen sets because there's massive hydraulics to drop the back because we need to lift cars up. We can store 4 cars in this.
Yeah,
we can take 4 cars away with us. And then a side lifter because we need to take a golf buggy. We need to take toolboxes. We need to take tyre racks. And if we've got 2 cars, we've almost got another car in spare parts.
Yeah,
so there's massive amounts of things: engines, gearboxes, all the data station. There's a lot more than just putting cars in the truck.
So this weekend you've got the Ute and the Porsche?
Yep.
So you've got 2 this weekend?
Yeah. So we'll take 2, and then we'll take 2 home and all the gear. But as I said, in here I've got some gear that I've been collecting for my new 5.0 build. So I'm going to Melbourne tomorrow, and then and I'll spend a day down there just going through with all the detail on the paintwork of the new 5.0.
That's so cool. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it'll be pretty cool. It'll get our attention, that's for sure. So yeah, they're quite sophisticated trailers. These were built by Shepparton, by Shepparton Motor Bodyworks, who happen to be in Shepparton. Yeah. But they built most of these trailers, so they're specialist guys who build things like this because they're pretty different in what we're asking the trailer to do. Yeah. It's a bit like a low loader to take all the weight down low and all the water and so forth, and then they're light up top so we can put all the cars up the top. So we just have decals and all the stuff that we need, radios, all that kind of stuff that we would use in a otherwise it's too big a truck to go looking for stuff if you don't know where it is. So all the stuff that we need is all in here. Yep. And then there's a code to how we pack it and how we unpack it. So we've got casual people working for us. They know how to pack the truck. Yeah, okay. Otherwise we get home and go like, where is that? Yeah. Where's the radio kits? Or in doing it, and then
when I raced motocross, it was even just like just a van. Someone else packed your van for you. It was a headache.
Yeah.
Everything's like Tetris. Everything needs to go in.
Where's all the stuff? So yeah, it's all bloody.
What's this for? Because this looks like just like my tub.
Oh, I'm lazy, so I don't. This is electric legs.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll just put those on there. But the other cool thing, it's just little different things. So I've got an air slide turntable on this. So I like to run, so I like that US look, Peterbilt style, send the trailers way back off the back.
Yeah.
And because we're not that heavy, like ideally we always want our pin in the middle of our axle set.
Yeah.
But I like to run it back. So this particular turntable, and the 509 will be the same. So from the cab, I can release the turntable and I can move the turntable 900. Now normally if you had an air slide turntable, you would take some load off with the legs. I don't need to do that because I'm not that heavy over the drive. So I can, I just make 26 metres as this is, but I can make it go back to like 27 metres effectively and get that right back.
Wow.
So it looks pretty cool. So it's like well off the front. And the 50, so we have to go for PBS on the 50 because they're longer than these things, and then the bull bar and everything kind of hangs out the front. So we're trying to get PBS for 28 metres on that truck. So that's like on the 50 because the slipper springs and the bull bar. Then the reason why the front of the bull bar is tapered is because there's a measurement from effectively where you sit in the truck to where the turn angle is. So in a 5 you put a big bull bar on it, then that it can't just be a conventional, in a road train, of course, because we can have 53 metres or whatever we go up to. But in not that they use too many 509s for B-double work obviously, but we have to have like a bull bar with a chamfer on it to make sure that measurement from where the driver is to the corner of the bull bar or the turn angle is within the limit. It's pretty unique to some of the stuff you have to do.
There's so much that people don't know.
Yeah. So which is why we run that air slide, so we can run it because the trailer sets are different. So I've got step decks and other trailers. Then we can run it like if Gary wants me to tow his trailers home, then I can kind of accommodate that on the turntable.
That's smart.
In doing it. And then these things. So not only do we have, I'll show you camera in here. So just like a caravan, because people would go, oh Scotty, you left your lights on at the races because we put a light show on.
Yeah.
And so this is like full 240 volts, so the truck has 240 volts in it too, as the trailer set has. So because in there we have refrigeration, ice maker, barbecue, everything's in there. But to be able to take these on all the time, then we need to charge our battery set. It's running what you would run in a caravan.
Yeah.
So it's a full 240
we were
volt.
saying this yesterday, we weren't sure how the lights stay on all the time.
Yeah. So we run that system there.
And this looks so nice. Just a detailed cabinet finishing those.
Yeah, well these things, these you can buy these, and then my workshop again, like if any small detail stuff that we want to do or change. So in this truck, so in the because I'm a race nut and I want to watch the save I left at lunchtime today and I wanted to watch the races.
Yeah.
So I have full Foxtel in the middle of the dashboard.
Yeah.
And I never watch it when I'm driving, of course. So we can have full Foxtel on there whilst you're driving along, and then when we're cleaning the truck, so underneath the bed rather than storage is like full subwoofers and so forth. So this is all a massive stereo system. So when you're cleaning a truck, as we like to clean our trucks, then I can have a rock and roll concert going.
That's so good.
We've all both inside and outside the truck with all the subwoofers and stuff like that.
I love the puppy dog.
Yeah. Well, we've got a couple of dogs and I love our dogs, and it's kind of like, So even I say that guy, we need a trim for that, and so we'll do that. And then we do a lot of some of my motorbike collection, like carbon dip stuff. So this guy can carbon dip, this. So all the air intakes under the bonnet, so I stripped them all off. I brought a spare set, and then stripped them all off, and so they're all carbon wrapped under the bonnet. They're just, again, like I'll see something on a truck, or I'll go and have a look at that beautiful truck over there, that Black Ops truck. Have you seen that truck?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. We'll go, that's a good idea. I reckon I'll have a bit of a play with that. So I go back to the workshop and say, hey, I've seen him in some another, but not your trucks, maybe his, was it? Maybe Fred's. I've seen him some of Fred's trucks where they've had them, or you guys in the mining that would have them, I think they're yellow or like their high vis stuff. Well, I'm going high vis in here, but I want that.
No, I actually like it because you got the quad lock as well. That's what I've done. I put a quad lock on my grab handle.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where I clamp my GoPro to.
Yeah.
And that way I can get driving footage.
So the 5.0 had to be manual because every time we do a video, people go, "Oh, it's really cool," but it's an auto, right? And I go, "Righto." They go, "Can you change gears?" Because this 5.0 has to be, it has to be manual, so I can show everyone that I can change gears.
So in January I started my new job in WA, and I hadn't driven road races other than getting my license.
Right.
And I was so scared about it, but now that I can do it, I don't want to drive autos.
Yeah, right.
As soon as people see an automatic, they like rip you. Ooh, you can't even change.
I get it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, those videos, those documentaries we've made, like they're cool and they're funny things, and people go, "Oh," and they, no matter what you're doing, someone goes, "Oh, mate, but it's an auto."
Yeah.
And so I was like,
no
"Righto."
matter what you do, someone's going to pick on something.
Yeah. So the 5.0, it has to be manual.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's,
they drive so nice though, the manuals, and I feel like you can hold
yeah, you're kind of more part of the truck. But for me, like, well, I go to Perth, right, and I race, and I've probably done 1,000 gear changes in a race car. And I go,
you don't really want to
I'm tired, right? I just want to hop in the truck and drive home.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
But anyway, now that I'm back on the manual side of things, so the Legends are manual and the 5.0s are manual, and the W models are manual, just like, well, I'll have to convert this to manual.
How long have you had this one for?
This truck's nearly 3 years old now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's quite a common age for the truck. The boys are saying over there, you know, they've actually got quite a few new ones in their pits over there, but they're saying every 3 years they kind of get new ones over there and stuff. You'll probably keep this one forever though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so my white truck, which unfortunately burnt, but I still have it, was an electrical modification that went wrong by a third party, but not by us. So I've got that truck, but that truck was 10 years old and only 250,000 Ks, whereas, you know, SRV boys are doing 250,000 Ks a year, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
But these boys tend to have arrangements with either a manufacturer or something like that, so they swap them out. So Jason's trucks, they have a deal with Kenworth, but they haven't got 1,000,000 Ks on them. Yeah, so they're a bit different. I go racing, it's my hobby, it's not my business. And so a big element for me is all the trucking side of things. I probably wouldn't race a car if I couldn't drive my truck to the racetrack.